Good evening, everyone. Happy Tuesday evening. Um, Happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome back to this episode of Savage Emo Marathon Madness. Let's begin. So today we're gonna do season one, episode nine, a Savage Emo. Okay. And season one, episode. Then we're gonna talk about season one, episode 15, First Big Thing. Hey, and we'll see what that is. Let's get to it. So let's start off with a Savage Emo. Emo. Yeah. Mm. Emo. Okay. So the backstory I have to talk about a little bit more of this episode was in Hey Hunter, one of the episodes, and it was 2018. Personally, and for my character, we were in kind of a dark time, kind of like an emo time, alright. Dark time, we were in our big updation Snakes and More era, which was a hard of time in the dark. But anyway, um, so and we have one episode where Hunter pretended to, in this era, pretended to be an emo. Ugh. But anyway, um, but um, yeah. So that's so this is similar to that episode. So here we go. In this episode, they go breakfast, they do breakfast club with Erica and his friends, and Hunter's just kind of mean, sassy attitude, okay? He's kind of in a dark mood in a fake way. And Erica's like, what's going on? And Hunter's like, oh, I transitioned to an emo. Like, what in the world? And he's like, no, that's me. Yeah, this is what I'm doing today. Then Hunter reveals that he's just pretending to be a little bit of a gothic person. But other than that, they enjoy breakfast. And then they go to first period, which is English art. The Hunter's still like having his hair being like an email. And it is, we're still, this is one of I talked about this before, previously, in Sajon Block. This is the first time Disney has tried this. We had an experiment, where we welcomed some people from China um, to do a little experience of acting and stuff and being background characters. So this was in season one, and this was the only time that we did it. Um, um, so this was one of those episodes. It was the Chinese experience. So some of our China pals, our friends, during the experience for theirs and everything. So in this episode as well. And Hunter chats with them, kind of, is friendly to them, and they're friendly back. I think some of them really like Hunter, so um, which is good. Um, um, so and then they just get started bell work, and then they do a lesson, and then they get reading their book. So, and then that's it for first period. Second period, with reading, um, with Miss Warnock, is a little bit wild, and he's a little bit being sassy, being an email. Don't mess with me. Even worse than how he usually is. But anyway, anyway, um, yeah, this was basically. Hold on. This was this was me that day as an emo. I don't think you can say that. That felt oh mess of me. Anyway, kind of like I don't know. But anyway, um but then he goes to play algebra, which he is stressful, and he's just having a hard time. He has a hard time. Um, but he gets through it. And he goes to lunch. And guess what? He's still pretending to be email with the Brotherhood, and the Brotherhood are thinking they see him and they have a couple classes. They see him like, what's he doing? How? Why is he acting so crazy? Crazy. But anyway, um, but um, but Hunter's just acting like an email all day. Um, and even at lunch, they're eating lunch, they're chatting, they're having fun. Uh, they're hanging out with some of their Chinese pals for the Chinese experience. The exchange students are not. But anyway, well, not a strange. We didn't send anyone there, but I don't know. But we had our pals that were visiting visitors. That's what they were, more so than anything. But anyway, um, because it wasn't really a strange, it was just a visitation. But anyway, it was just an experience, I guess, for them. But anyway, we hanged out with them, it was fun, we just had a great time. Hunter was being an emo, and being sassy, and being the savage, it was all at the same time. And even though he was an emo, and a little bit crazy today, he's always a savage, okay? But we had to have madness, right? Anyway, and we had to discuss, like, madness. Right, and during the month of October, so it's spooky season type way. But anyway, woo! But anyway, they go to study hall, and after study hall science with Miss Fairchild, he's still being an emo during the bell work, during the lesson, during the homework time, where they're working on homework, and then they go to choir with Mr. Neville, walk out, yeah, as emo. But anyway. I have too much fun discussing, but I had this was one of the funnest episodes, and the emo episode from Hey Hunter was really fun personally for me to do and film and act like an emo, act like a black cat, act spooky, say ah. But anyway, like like a monster or something, but it was really fun. One of the fun episodes. There's so many fun episodes and moments from Hunter and Sojo Vlog. Let's face it. So this was me. This was me as an emo. Anyway, Yeah, that's my cover from my Silver Savage department. The Poems of a Phantom. Oh, Phantom too. I'm all kinds of that's crazy. But anyway, um, but they go to after Psychic of the Chaos and which is even more chaotic because as Hunter's being emo. So he's matching the energy of wild, chaotic Winwich, Mr. Winwich. I'm an emo. And then he goes, I'm having fun. Oh gosh. And then he goes to resource, does his math like normal as an emo. With Erica. And and they get it done, and then the bell rings, and Emo Hunter is gone. He's in the grave. And now the normal Savage Hunter is back, and that's it. So, but it was fun though when Lyle asked him. Oh my gosh. But anyway, it's crazy, but it's fun. So fun. It's so fun. Okay. Now let's fast forward to season one, episode 15. First big thing. So this episode starts out like always, Breakfast Club, Morning Club, whatever. I don't care. We talked about that yesterday. I don't care what we call it. It's in the morning. I'm tired. I don't have enough pop or coffee to deal with this bullcrap members. But anyway. But anyway, it don't matter, but he eats breakfast and he out with his savage crab morning, whatever you want to call it. Um, but they do that. They do that. Um, um, I'm trying to think. What did I do? Oh, all right. First big thing, they go breakfast club. Then first period, language arts, the same old, same old. Reading, same old, same old. Play algebra, same old bullcrap. So, um, but he gets through it. He gets it done. He gets through it. It's okay. Um, then he goes to lunch. They eat lunch. They chill. They have fun. Um, and the first big kind of drama happens. Yeah. And this early in the year is still August, but I know the drama hasn't really begun until after Labor Day, we talked about. But we had a little bit of a big argument, a big crazy drama at lunch with the Brotherhood. Some of the Brotherhood members are going a little bit. Um, but we got through it. We finished eating. We chilled out. But that was the first big thing. But that's not it. There's a bigger thing coming soon here in this episode, but here we go. Then they go to um study hall and then science and um which is bell work, lesson, blah blah blah, the choir and the cat civics. So here's the big thing. Here's the first big thing. other than the drama, is there's gonna be a first project, and it's kind of a big thing. Um, in chaotic civics is they have this like they have to write an essay about some type of topic in civ. I don't remember what it was, but what you'll see in the clip. But it's kind of a big thing. It's kind of a big deal. It's kind of stressful, so that's why it's a big thing. And that was announced that day. So, um, and and then they go resource. He gets math done with Erica. And he gets it done. But he's thinking that they had two big things, but one major big thing. The big things are happening. The first one of the year at eighth grade, and many more will come in the Marathon Madness. But anyway, that is it. He goes home, slays the night away, and is savage at home, and it calls it a night. And then that's it. So that is it for tonight's episode of Savage on Block Marathon Madness. See you tomorrow night, Wednesday night, for another episode of Savage on Block Marathon Madness. God bless and protect each and every one of you. All. I love you all, and see you next time. Bye for now. See you next time. Bye.